Yo, what's up? I'm here in Washington, D.C. in the sweltering summer heat, here to talk to you today about a controversial, not super intuitive topic of bullying and actually the positive effects that it can have on an individual and also a given population. Now, I know what you're saying. There's no way there could be any good thing about bullying. It's always bad. We should abolish it in every capacity, and I agree. I'm about to go into that. If you just sit back, relax, I'm going to show you a little bit of some of these sites that we got here, and I will crack right into that right now. Before we really get into this, really get started on this, I want to make a disclaimer. I do not condone bullying in any way. I don't think it's good for the world necessarily, but what I'm here to do today is to sort of explain a positive externality that you may not have thought of with regards to bullying before. Now, basically, to get into the topic, we as humans, just the average human being, especially today in 2019, we experience a lack of evolutionary pressure. Where we are not having to run away from predators, we're not having to scavenge for food, and if we are, not nearly on the level that our ancestors once did. And as a result, there are less and less opportunities for us to sort of move up and step up, both to sort of realizing ourselves. And you could also argue there's a million avenues for which you can do that. I'm talking about on a real physical and sort of ideological and identity level. We're not being called to action so much. And basically sort of what the bully does in a scenario like a social group or for an individual, whether it be for your, you're skinny, you're fat, you're certain political party, your certain movie preferences, whatever. It doesn't really matter what the thing is. But basically what the bully does, because of some sort of, maladaptive sort of negative energy in that person, they're motivated to sort of find someone who's weak in the population, who sort of, I think, exemplifies sort of that weakness that they feel and is showing that. And in a way, they're almost sort of projecting, they're offering them an opportunity to galvanize who they are and what they stand for and like the things that they like and that they're being bullied for. Like say if you like, I don't know, like Pokemon and you're older, or you collect lightsabers perhaps when you're in your mid to late 20s. If you're being made fun of for that, then it's an opportunity, to galvanize your sense of self and to galvanize what that means to you. And basically, I don't like using the word identity, but your identity, what you stand for, what, like, are you, it's like, are you okay with that? And it's an opportunity for you as a person, if you're the one being bullied, to sort of step up for that or step down and sort of basically behaviorally, it'll just teach you, if you step down, it'll just teach you to keep doing that until it doesn't. In which case, hopefully, if you're being bullied, at some point you stand up to that and you're able to sort of resist that, because it's pretty much been proven that for the most part, if you're being bullied and you stand up to your bully, especially I'm thinking like, fourth grade playground sort of bully, most of the time they stop, or they dramatically decrease the BS, So that's basically what they do, is they exploit sort of a weakness in either the population. They look at, you've got your social group and like that person over there is weak, I'm gonna go target them. And basically it's in a way they're sort of like kicking they're kicking the slowest person in the herd or in the chain. And yeah, so, and that's what it does. For example, like a positive externality would be if you're getting bullied. One girl I knew, she was being bullied she couldn't hear very well, and so as a result, she later in life as an adult, she started like a hearing, I can't remember, it was some kind of a hearing aid or like some sort of a hearing enhancement company, and basically it caused a lot of positive externalities and a lot of good things for the world because she was bullied when she was younger. So it's another way to sort of frame bullying, and in a way you could almost argue that she ought to thank the bullies that were making fun of her for not being able to hear right initially, because because they sort of caused that. They were the catalyst for her inspiration to take that sort of action in life. So pretty much, next time you're being bullied, my recommendation is always to face it and sort of face it head on and really ask yourself, okay, why does this affect me? Why does this bother me? And ultimately, if you can't handle it yourself, it's like, okay, then you have to go to a bigger power. But I personally would recommend that. I believe everybody's sort of a lot more in control of their lives and their state of themselves than most people believe that they are. And so as a result, I always say, try to meet it first, try to sort of confront first, try to meet whoever or whatever it is first, pick your battles. You don't waste your time on like a massively long Facebook rant. It's just like not a waste of time. The power button is always there. You could argue that, oh, well, then they won. If you're going to play the ego game, it's up to you. That's a whole nother discussion. But yeah, you're basically, every time you're being bullied, you're being challenged, or you're getting haters on YouTube or whatever, it's your time to sort of step up or step down, in terms of like, am I going to step into myself? Am I going to take this opportunity and step into my sort of sense of self and what I stand for and my value set and things like that, or what I believe, or am I not? So that's sort of up to you. With that said, the sweltering heat of the Washington, D.C. Area and the humidity is getting to me. Got invited by a friend to go out to Soundcheck, which is a club out here in D.C. So never been out here, first time, never been to that club, so getting in for free, so why not go ahead and hit that up. So with that said, good luck to you. If you're being bullied, I say step 1, confront, and then step 2, if you have to, outsource sort of and take action against it. Don't shy away, because it sort of propagates and keeps it going. But yeah, so there are positive things that can happen from, in that case, from bullying. It's very counterintuitive. Not recommending that you do it, not recommending that you go out and seek being bullied as a form of self-development, self-improvement. I would never do that. That's silly. But with that said, I'm going to peace out back to California after tomorrow morning, and I'll see you guys next time.